Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to our different match day live or a brand new concept. Maybe we'll do this regular. I don't know, but this is our third instalment of the day, and I just want to welcome on Jonesy. How are you, sir?
Good, thanks, Carl. I got one eye on the telly, final minutes of this Cardiff game, but I think it's all in vain. But look, I think the result's gone elsewhere. And as I predicted recently, a couple of weeks, I think we're going to finish bottom of the league. I don't see where the win is coming from. And lo and behold, that's exactly. So we've created chances today. We've given West Brom a real run for their money, but I don't know where these others like Luton today. God, I know you love them. They pulled out a 90th minute winner. Do you know what I mean? And it's like all these teams that have been as bad as us all. I'm not going to say worse than us, as bad as Cardiff all season. Just managed to, nearly scored then. I've just managed to pull these little runs together. Do you know what I mean? Aside from the defeat they had at Swansea, I think they've won like 4 or 5 games.
Yeah,
They haven't been to those. So they haven't been to buy those results all season. So
yeah,
it is when you're down there. It just seems everything goes against you. But you know, I'd be realistic. People saying when we played Luton the other day, that was the game that we should have won. But the reality is, if we weren't in that position, it didn't matter. Do you know what I mean? You can't blame the season. A relegation on one game. We were in a mix. We've been poor for a few years now, and I made a comment the other day. I said if it wasn't for Reading having a points deduction, season before last, we'd have gone down then.
yeah.
So, but going down with the day by the look of it, but I don't mind. It is what it is. There's a generation of Cardiff fans who haven't even seen life outside the Championship.
No,
Welcome, please.
they'll get to see some new grounds.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah.
But look, well, we might as well stay with the championship. I mean, the non-league has been mad today, and obviously the non-league is final games, championship and national EFL and national league still got another set of games next week.
Yeah.
So we'll be touching on the non-league very, very shortly, and it has been a mad day, a mad day. But let's just touch on the championship then. So yeah, earlier today, Luton getting that 1-0 win over Coventry.
Unbelievable.
And you know what? That opened the door for Middlesbrough, and it's just confirmed now full time. 0-0 at home to Norwich. So they've sort of squandered the opportunity a little bit, Middlesbrough there. Millwall have got a 1-0 win against Swansea. Which so it has opened it up with Luton beating Coventry. Middlesbrough have squandered it a little bit with a 0-0 draw at home. Millwall are 1-0 winners over Swansea, as we just said, and that's put Millwall actually Millwall now joint same points as Coventry. So really interesting that one, Millwall. The whole. Yeah, let me just share this quickly so people can see what we're on about. Just bear with me, people. I'll just pop this up very quickly. Not that it's very good or clear. I appreciate that, people. But basically, what it's saying is when you look at that, you've got. It's really interesting. You've got Middlesbrough on 64, Blackburn on 65 after their 2-1 win at Watford, over Watford. Millwall getting that 1-0 win, putting them on 66. Coventry on 66. Bristol City, although their result, I don't know if they're playing today, are they?
I'm not sure.
I haven't got their result, but currently on 67. So that is wide open. And yeah, Millwall looking quite.
Do you know what? I'm not a Millwall fan, obviously, like my Legion, but I'd love to see them mixing it up in the top. See them in the Premier League. I really would. There's a few snowflakes. Won't fancy travelling down there. I know.
No. Just quickly on the relegation side of things, obviously, like you say, Luton getting that well. Plymouth giving it a fight at the very end, getting a brilliant away win at Preston. You've got to hand it to them. Derby, obviously, getting the 1-0 win at Hull was massive for Derby. I know Nigel's sat at home probably smiling now. But he was watching that one with interest, obviously. So, yeah, still all to play for down there in the Championship. Let's just quickly touch on a couple of the other elements now. So, obviously, in League One, Wrexham. Now, this is interesting from a Welshman. All right, you're South Wales. So, Wrexham didn't need to kick a ball. They kick off shortly against Charlton. It won't be an easy game. Charlton doing quite well at the minute. But they didn't need to anyway. So Wycombe
lost, didn't it? Yeah.
And so they're promoted. They have now got another promotion. What are your feelings on that? With them going into Championship, a Welsh side swapping for a Welsh side.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. It's bittersweet, isn't it? Congratulations to them. You know, we've had many tussles over the years with Wrexham and in lower divisions, and it's nice to see that, you know, someone's taken an interest. It's been proven in the Premier League, you know, if you money wisely, you can win things. So back to back promotions, you know, it's not just a flan, is it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think they're in for an easy ride in a little while, because Charlton, obviously, in the playoffs, going really well, want that momentum. Want to climb a bit higher, because Stockport on 84, Wycombe on 84, Charlton on 82, and then Leyton Orient down there on 75, but so are Reading. So that is massive next week.
What was the situation today? I know Reading beat Bristol Rovers. Does that relegate
Bristol Rovers? So Reading are just outside the playoffs on 75 points, with Leyton Orient in 6 in the playoffs.
What about Rovers at the bottom?
All down to next week now. That is.
Is it okay? I'm just thinking of a little away trip next season. That's all.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, but yeah. So moving down League 2. Congratulations, Doncaster, Port Vale, both promoted. Carlisle, they were losing. They brought it back to 2-2. Cheltenham have scored 90 plus 8 to make it 3-2. Probably that's the end, and that is the end of Carlisle's reign in league football. And next season will ply their trade. It's not been a very good season for Cumbrian football, has it? Because Morecambe already relegated as well. So yeah, Cumbria will be well represented in the National League next season. Yeah, Walsall again, not doing well again. I mean, they really did fall off the cliff.
They were way clear, weren't they? They were like double figures.
Hugely clear.
Yeah.
But they've gone 1-0 down at home to Accrington Stanley, who are down the bottom.
Who were they?
Something really gone wrong at Walsall. Anyway, time to delve into non-league. Now, this is obviously, like I say, with the National League, to be fair, we won't even go there. That's still got another game. Now, the last game of the season for National League football is actually going to be on the Bank Holiday Monday, which is the 5th. Yeah, so, but just a quick one on that, though. What stands out? I mean, Barnet have got it wrapped up, to be fair with you. There's still the possibility that Southend can catch Gateshead. They can catch Halifax in the playoffs as well. Altrincham, slim chance as well there. But other than that, I think I just check in now, see what you hear about the Oldham fans going to Forest Green Rovers.
Dressed as butchers.
For those of you so they all went dressed as butchers. If you don't know, Forest Green Rovers, a very eco-friendly, non-eat meeting club.
Vegan, vegetarian.
I did once have a picture of half their staff up the road at the burger van.
Yeah. Ironically, when I was on holiday, there was a fellow that was there with me, and he was their kit man. He was working for Forest Green Rovers, and he's kept his job there now to this day. So hello to Gavin Daglish if you're watching. So yeah,
we're gonna move into step 2 now, because this has been enthralling. So we're going to start with the National League North table, and that has been a massive turnaround. Now, when we started off earlier, Kidderminster were level with points with Brackley, and Scunthorpe was sitting in third as well, with a chance, obviously, slim chance, but a chance of taking the title. Brackley have taken the title. Kidderminster lost.
well,
So they actually lost, so they've lost 2-1. Kidderminster, Scunthorpe got a 1-0 win, putting them into second spot, giving them home advantage, obviously, in the playoffs. And Brackley, 5-0 winners.
Do you know what I mean? To be pulling results like that out at the end of the season, you know that you've got a side that's motivated. Do you know what I'm saying, Gal? It's like you look at, there's teams, there's players now running out of gas, and there's a big thing for me, momentum, and success breeds, gives you the G, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? To be pulling results like that out at the end of the season, that's off to a fair play. Shows it up for the fight.
Absolutely, and like I say, a bit of a battle that was going on between Curzon. There was involved Spennymoor Town, Curzon, Ashton, Hereford, Buxton. Buxton have come out the winners and getting into the playoffs with a 2-0 win. So Buxton take that final playoff place in National League North, and already relegated before today, Needham Market, Rushhill Olympic, Warrington Town and Farsley Celtic. I don't know where Alan's gone. You've gone all dark on me, mate. I've lost him. Oh, he's disappeared. I'm sure he'll come back, so don't worry. Let's get ready for when he does return. The joys of live entertainment, eh? Right, so that's National League North. National League South, that had probably been one of the most enthralling divisions of the lot, really, because you had literally the top 6 in with a shout. It's pretty much finished the way it started today. And the whole climax of what was going to be a phenomenal day was destroyed. Oh, he's back. Here we go.
Sorry about that.
That's all right, Alan. We're just now on National League South.
Okay.
And this was probably the most enthralling league there was. The top 6 all had a shout, Truro City were top as of this morning. Torquay sat in second. Torquay taking a huge following down to Hemel.
Funny enough, I know
huge.
I know a few lads who are Torquay fans, and I seen it on their Facebook earlier. I seen the flags and
over 2,000.
Yeah.
Over 2,000. Absolutely amazing. What a great advert for non-league football.
Absolutely.
So as it happens, Truro decided we're going to spoil the day and go 3-0 up within 10 minutes. Which unfortunately has relegated St Albans as well. So St Albans from that now get relegated along with Welling United, Weymouth and Averley. Anyway, into the playoffs, Torquay did get a 4-1 win as well at Hemel, which put them into second spot. Eastbourne Borough in the third, Worthing fourth, Borehamwood fifth, Dorking sixth, and Maidstone in seventh. So, yeah, that's the way National League South has finished. Don't ask me to explain how them playoffs work. So every year I get confused.
Yeah.
But anyway, there we go. Let's move into National League South. Now, let's move into step 3 now, sorry. Again, plenty of jeopardy going on there. Obviously, Northern Premier League, not a lot of jeopardy in this league, really. So Macclesfield clear champions from a while back, to be fair. But they're joined in the playoffs by Worksop Town, Stockton Town, Guiseley and Ashton United. They're into the playoffs. And Ashton got that with 5-1 drubbing they got and all. But anyway, and that was against Workington. And I think are they moving from their ground or something working tonight? I can't remember now. Lovely old-fashioned ground. But yeah, they gave Ashton a bit of a stonk in there. Again, relegated already before today. Matlock Town, Mikolova, Bashford United, and Blythe Spartan, all relegated from the Northern Premier League into the Isthmian League. Now, this has been a phenomenal one as well. Sorry, I'm gonna have to... Oh dear. Do apologise, people. Right. So at the beginning of this, Alan, I don't know if you're aware, but Billericay were top with Horsham second and Dartford third. Billericay all on the same points. They all had 84 points, but there was only one goal in the difference between Billericay and Horsham. So it really was going to be whoever could score the most, and Horsham done it. So Horsham knocked Billericay off the top. Billericay eventually getting a 4-2 win after being 2-0 down, coming back well there to get a 4-2 win. But Horsham 5-1. So Horsham take the day, take the title. Billericay now need to fight that over with Dartford, Cray Valley and Dover Athletic in the playoffs. Relegated today from or relegated from the Isthmian League are Hendon, Hastings, Bognor Regis and Bowers and Pitsea. Moving into the Premier Central. Now, this one is keen for me because this was quite local. Again, Bedford Town were top of the league earlier, needed to take a win to take the league from Kettering, who were 3 points behind but had a much superior goal difference. So Bedford had to get that win, and they did. Bedford got the win 2-0. And Kettering I haven't got the full results in from some of these yet, but I know Kettering were 2-1 up against Banbury. Harbour Town had a stonking 5-1 win against Sudbury, so fair play to them. Bedford Town was 2-0 against Stourbridge. So the playoffs are Kettering, Halesowen, Telford and Harbour Town. So
bit of a derby.
I'm not sure how that works because I'm guessing they won't meet each other now. But Halesowen Telford would be a derby, and Kettering Harbour would be a derby. But I've got a feeling it won't work out like that. And these playoffs are all going to commence on Tuesday and Wednesday evening of this week. So that's Southern League Premier Central going down, relegated from the Central League are Barwell, Lowestoft Town, Hitchin Town, and Biggleswade Town. Into Southern Premier South, as we know, Alan Merthyr taking the championship there last week. In the playoffs, you will have Totton, Walton and Hersham, Gloucester City and Dorchester Town being relegated are or will be. And you know what? I'm going to say that, and I'm saying it, and I shouldn't. And the reason I shouldn't be saying it is because I've not had all the results in yet. But no, I haven't. Yeah, but definitely the playoffs will be that. Definitely relegated are Marlow. Definitely relegated will be From Town. But it's until I get the results in, people, Tiverton, Swindon, Supermarine, and Winchester City and Basingstoke and Poole and Bracknell. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait and try and find the results. I haven't got the results on them. It's not always easy to find them results, but I will find them in the next few minutes. But while I'm looking for them, we'll go all the way down into step 4. I don't have the time to go lower. It's just so much work goes into just doing this. So, but we'll go to step 4 and let's cover off step 4. And we'll start with Northern Premier League. Okay. So, Northern Premier League East Division. I got my friends from Carlton Town in there who have finished 7th. That's a good season from them, getting a 2-1 win today. But anyway, Cleethorpes champions deservedly as well. Playoffs will be Dunstan, Stockbridge Park, Stills, Belper Town, and Emley AFC. Emley earlier in the season were flying high at the top as well. But yeah, that will be the playoff scenario there. That is a definite. I've got all the results in for that. And like I say, Emily did, but Newton Arncliffe, fair play, did come in close to get in there, but unlucky for them. Being relegated are Bridgehouse Town, who actually got 3 points deducted. Sherwood Colliery, Liver's Edge, and Sheffield, the oldest club in the world, being relegated there.
Where'd you stop?
Where did you stop? Okay, so many leagues, it's frightening. The Midland Division, again, this has got my local Wellingborough team in it, where I live. Corn, who I visited a few weeks ago, and if you see the article, they run away with the league. Really did. I mean, they had 103 points. Corby Town coming second with 85. So, and I do have the results in, so I can give you accurate reading on this. So the playoffs: Corby Town, Anstey Nomads, Worcester City, Long Eaton United. My local club, Wellingborough, finishing there in 8th. Rushton finishing in 14th with 1-0 win today. And that we got Tom down there today. I don't know. He did say he'd try and get back on. I'll just see if he's contacting me. No.
Do you know what, Gav? Just to go touch on something, I was looking at the what league is it? The National League, North and South. You know the top,
yeah,
and I'm gobsmacked. Well, I say gobsmacked, but it's a scary proposition. I'm looking through it, the amount of ex-football league clubs that are there that have just not been able to bounce back.
Yeah.
So you know, it's like obviously what's happened today with Cardiff, and I'm thinking, you know, Birmingham. Again, money is proven that you spend in the right areas, you can buy success, you know, and an instant bounce back. But it's like some of these clubs, you know, like Maidstone United. I remember traveling to these places.
I'll finish off this step 4 info, and then what I'll do, I'll bring up the North South, and we'll just see the ex-league clubs that are in there. But being relegated from the Midland Division, Northern Premier Midland Division, Rugby Town, Lye Town, Grantham Town, and Walsall Wood defunct. They actually pulled out the league, and are no more. Into the West Division, Widnes champions. Obviously, the battle was between Widnes and Hendersford Town, both getting 1-0 wins today. But Widnes go up as champions. Hendersford will be in the playoffs, joined by Congleton Town, Chase Town, and Vauxhall Motors. And that will be your playoffs from there. Relegated out of the West Division will be Wythenshawe Town. Oh, Wythenshawe. So you had Wythenshawe Town and Wythenshawe. I didn't know that. Hanley Town, should I say, sorry, and the City of Liverpool. Isthmian League North, so many. Brentwood Town are the champions, followed by, in the playoffs, Felixstowe, Walton, Bury Town, Waltham Abbey, and Brightlingsea Regents. Relegated are Haringey Borough, Ipswich Wanderers. That's 2 Ipswich sides relegated. Basildon United, Sporting Bengali United, or Bengal United, is it? Sorry. Never been very good at that. Isthmian League Central, South Central Division, Farnborough Town champions, playoffs, Uxbridge, Hanworth Villa. Bear with me. Sorry, Tom. Let me take this call, people. Hello, Tom. You're live. You're right. Yeah. Just jump on, mate. Yeah, use the same link. Yeah. Let's know. Lovely. All right, wonderful. That's Tom going to be joining us from Rushton. Let's quickly. In the playoffs, Uxbridge, Hanworth Villa, Ascot United, Kingstonians, into the playoffs. Hayes and Yedding, Moneyfields, never heard of that one. Leatherhead, all missing out there on playoffs. Relegated, Guernsey, bless them. They've just opened up a new stadium as well. Ashford Town, that's Middlesex Ashford, not Kent. Sutton Common Rovers and Badshot Lee have been relegated from that league. Tom, if you just bear with us 1 minute, mate. Into the Isthmian League South East Division, Ramsgate champions. In the playoffs, Sittingbourne, Burgess Hill Town, Margate and Martlesham. Being relegated are Phoenix Sports, Staling Town Common, Hive Town and Lancing. And finally, Southern Central. Then we'll move to Tom. Sorry, Tom, bear with me. Real Bedford champions, Berkhamsted, Frackwell Heath, Barton Rovers, Hadley into the playoffs. I'm going to leave it there because I'm struggling to get some of the I have got the Southern South, but I haven't got all the results in. So I'm going to switch over to Tom, who looks like he's been joined by someone from Rushden. So let's say hello to Tom. Hello, Tom. Jones is with me. So how's your day been?
Mate, honestly, it's been a phenomenal day down here. There's just an absolute a party atmosphere. I'm pleased to report it was a 1-0 home victory as well. A goal nice and early on, tidy little finish. There's still so many people knocking about. You can probably see in the background. They've got all the kids on the pitch from the youth teams playing football. There's families. It is all going on down here, and it has been a fantastic day.
Lovely. And who's that you got with you?
I'm joined by Rob, who is the chairman down here at Rushden and Diamonds.
Hi, Rob. I've heard a lot about you from Darren.
Yeah, I brought him away from having a little team.
He's at Brackley today, isn't he? He's actually sent me something through.
Yeah.
And Brackley won. Brackley won the championship.
Oh, they did. They won promotion.
Nice. Yeah, they won promotion.
Brilliant.
Yeah, Kidderminster Harriers lost. They lost to Accrington. Who did they lose to? I can't remember now anyway, but they lost. So, but Darren sent me a video. All over the pitch and that. Yeah.
Ooh, that was naughty. How did Kettering get on?
They won, but Bedford won as well. So Bedford champions.
Yeah, he knows. That's why he's saying it. He knows. Is that when you want?
Oh, yeah. The rivalry. Yeah.
But look, honestly, it's all going on down here, and I know, Rob, you're massively passionate about this place, man. We're live, obviously, in front of our viewers. Get my words out now. In front of our viewers, just tell them what today has meant to you and how many people are here and what we've done today.
Yeah, it's been special. So obviously, Community Day, we invite all of the sort of grassroots players down, all ages, all abilities. So we've had 800 people in here today.
800?
1-0 win.
Wow.
Yeah, 800 in. And yeah, just like moments at the end here where all the kids rush on the pitch and
they literally bombarded,
mobbing the players, and there's just I don't know. There's always a relief when you get to the end of a season and that, but it's really special, man. Like, our club's about the community, and today, I feel like we've really shown it, and yeah, it means a lot. It's been a long, hard season. I definitely didn't cry when I see all the kids on the pitch, but yeah, I love it, man. I love it. It's been a great day.
Like we touched on earlier, that only goes to show your passion for this place. It's your passion as a chairman of this football club. It is, in my opinion, nothing like I've ever experienced.
It's good to see the kid.
Your dedication is unrivaled. You've got your little one here as well. You have to lift her up if you want to get her in the show.
No, it's what it's all about, isn't it? Hiya!
Yeah, 100%. Honestly, that is honestly what it's all about. It's about bringing people down, something to do on a Saturday afternoon, put some bums on seats, some smiles on faces, and yeah, just bringing the community together, right? It's very proud today, very, very proud.
I know this might be an too early question, but obviously got this season out of the way. What's the expectation for next year? You're going to push on and try and get yourself back up the ladder?
Yeah, look, I think every season you want to see a bit of progression, right? It's people who are local, and look, I know obviously you're local, you'll know the struggles we've had here in the last few years. Yeah. But look, it's do as well as we can, but ensure that we do it whilst remaining sustainable. We'll see we'll see clubs fold over the summer, right? It happens every year. It happens more and more in non-league football, and every club that folds it kills a little bit of the community, right? Yeah. So for us,
100%,
stay sustainable, and within that remit, try and push on. Look, we finished, I think, 14th this season. Look, next year it'll be top half, trying to flirt with the playoffs.
Yeah, could
you do that in our business model?
Yeah, great. I mean, you've got the support. You've got a good support at this level. You know, the club deserves to be probably up a couple of levels with the support you got. But yeah, I can only wish you all the best for next season. And
yeah,
you look so happy, mate. So I'm happy for you. You know, it's always
Thank
good
you,
to
mate.
see.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. Listen, thanks to Proper Football for coming down and seeing what we do. And thanks for what you guys do. So, yeah, it's great content. So, yeah,
we try. We you know, that's what we're doing today. Is trying to give people the option to have something they can go to and try and keep on top of all the non-leagues. Where else would you get it? You know, you don't. And just one, I don't know if you're interested in this one, because there's been a couple of real proper sort of Jeopardy games going on. But one was the Billericay in the Isthmian League. Billericay were top level on 84 points with Horsham and Dartford. Only one goal difference between Billericay and Dartford. Billericay and Horsham. Horsham went and won 5-1.
Wow.
And took the title away from Billericay.
But you say that though, guys. You say
some
that
amazing
about the promotions and people clinching titles. They're obviously going to be buzzing. But I can honestly say I'm stood here with the happiest man in non-league. And they've only had a 1-0 win today and finished the season. But such is the spirit and the passion and the dedication of this club.
Yeah.
Everybody's just so happy. And I would say there's probably still a good amount of people here.
It's got to be 100 kids.
100 kids on the pitch at least.
It's brilliant.
It's phenomenal.
I think today, like a lot of days, but today has been a really good advert for non-league football all round. Like you say, you know, there hasn't been a title won there, but look how happy and how involved the community are. You know, Torquay taking over 2,000 down to Hemel Hempstead. You know, absolute. Where do you over 2,000 they took to Hemel Hempstead? You know, that just shows you.
3 months, all of us. What are we going? Well, you're going to be very busy. I know that.
I'll be busy. But you know what?
What's the fans going to do?
It just shows non-league is the greatest.
It is.
There's nothing.
And that's why we do what we do. We want to promote it, and you know, we got a lot of ideas for next season, and we'll be getting out a lot more and stepping up all the time, evolving all the time, and just promote non-league. Really, we touch on the other stuff as well. Don't get me wrong, but our main priority is non-league.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Well, listen, keep up the good work, gents. You do a great job. For
Thank
me,
you.
there's a Guinness with my name on it, so I'm going to dive away. But thanks.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, go. Lovely. Thank you. All right, wonderful. Thanks for that, Tom. That was brilliant. Yeah, thanks for getting the chairman on. That's really good.
Yeah, no, all good, mate. All good.
All right, mate. Well, look, you go away and carry on enjoying your day, and we'll catch up Monday, 7:00. Yeah.
Absolutely. There's a Guinness with my name on it as well. Thank you very much, gents. Take care.
Tom.
All right. Thank you, Tom. Brilliant. Let me get this sorted. Okay, lovely. Okay, Al. Wow, you know, I mean, there you go. What tells you everything you need to know about non-league football? Look how happy.
He's a passionate guy, isn't it?
Look how happy that chairman was.
Do you know what? It was like that day. Recently we went to Merthyr, and it's in non-league clubs, you're still treated and respected as a fan, whereas you've probably seen it at Watford, certainly seen it at Cardiff. You're not a fan, you're a customer. Your voice doesn't matter. And I loved it, you know, the interaction we had when we went to Merthyr with the chairman and the players. And it, you know, that's sadly lost the higher up you go with these overpaid players. Well, do you know what I mean? I just think, you know, it's definitely harks back to the days, you know. I can remember following Cardiff in the 80s, and you know the players. You'd see the players at the away games, and they'd know you. They'd call you on, you know, by your first name. Sadly lost now, but it's definitely that non-league is where it's at, 100%.
Well, it's been a phenomenal day. We're not professional at what we do, and I found it quite difficult with the amount of information and everything going on. But maybe this is something we can work in and do a match day live where we can tune in to everyone who's out at games as well. Not necessarily me, also because I'll be out as well at games.
Yeah.
But it might be an idea. I don't know what you people think that are watching now. Is this summit that would be a good thing to do? Nigel's saying they're getting Derby, Nick Paul, us Crawley won 3-0 against Northampton. Oh, mate, I wish I'd have read that earlier. I could have ripped into some. Burton just took 2-1 lead, which Crawley didn't need. Gareth Williams, League One, then Alan.
Yeah. See, the way things are going, we'll be watching Cardiff non-league now if they keep falling. So,
yeah.
Oops, there's my phone gone.
And Nigel's saying, get in. I've enjoyed it today. It's been a bit hard because there's just so much information and we're not something we've done. But maybe this is something we'll look at a possibility of hosting a match day live in a different manner, especially if we've got multiple people out at games, which we will have next year, fingers crossed. But it's just getting the right people to do this because I want to be out as well, not every week. So some weeks I could do this. Something to think about maybe. But just wanted to run through the National League with ex clubs, as you were mentioning there. And to get now, this is National League North. This isn't the National League, which is riddled with ex clubs. But so just reading down in the playoffs, you got Scunthorpe United, Kidderminster Harriers, and Chester, all ex-league clubs. Then you've got Hereford, Darlington, ex-league clubs. You've got Scarborough Athletic. Are they born of Scarborough or not?
Don't know. I'm not sure.
Are they a Phoenix of Scarborough? But that's there. Don't think so many in the south. Well, you say that. I mean, this is step 2, not 1 of non-league football as well. But you've got Torquay United.
Yeah.
You've got Maidstone. Although I know I'm going back to the 70s now, but Maidstone were a league club.
I remember going to Maidstone watching Cardiff.
Yeah, well, that would go way back. Yeah, you're right. They were a league club many years ago. Just seeing, I don't think there's any other league clubs in there. No, but just out of interest, let's have a quick look at National League.
National League is probably more than 12.
Let's have a look. So in the National League, we have Barnet, York City, Forest Green Rovers, Rochdale, Oldham, Halifax, Southend, Hartlepool, Sutton United, Yeovil Town, Aldershot, Dagenham and Redbridge. Yeah, I mean, there you go.
After league, we are 12.
After league. Okay. What a day for non-league football, in my view. Did we touch on? Did we go straight in? We talked about. We did touch on the other leagues, didn't we?
Yeah. What are you going to do the week after next, Carl? Do you know what I mean? You've got these playoff games and stuff like that.
I mean, we'll think summit. We won't necessarily. We will have a break from the shows like we normally do. We just got a lot of plans for next season, and we'll probably be really busy putting them in place. There's some work I want to do with you as well. There's a lot of work to get ready for next season. I'm looking forward to that. Excited, but yeah, there is some football going on. Obviously, we've got a lot of playoffs and all that will be going on, and anything else. But obviously, right now, you've got the semi-final. Palace against Villa, so I'm guessing everyone would like for us to bugger off so they can watch
I got this Aaron Ramsey press conference on by here a minute, but I've muted my TV, which is a shame. I'd love to hear what he's got.
But Alan, you fancy tomorrow, 7:00? Not tomorrow, Monday.
I'll talk to you about this. I'll talk to you about this off now. I start work Monday, don't I?
Oh no, that's fair enough. Just whatever. Okay, everyone. It's been interesting. Been a bit difficult today to get it. We're not professional at what we do at all. We do our best. But I hope it's been of use to people watching, and we've been able to give an informed view of what's going on non-league wise. So I hope that's worked. Catch us Monday night, 7 o'clock for the podcast. And as always, on our website, all the stories and all the visits and everything else you need. And as I said, if you go to football tables, you'll go all the way down to step 4 with the results and the tables as well. And that's on www.properfootball.co.uk. I'll not run the ticker tape today, never mind. And yeah, keep an eye out on all what we do on our platforms, and we appreciate the support and help. Going to cough then, but anyway, so yeah, Alan, thank you for your time.
No problem.
Thank you everyone who has joined us. I hope it's been informative and okay for you guys and girls. So yeah, all the best, and we'll see you 7 o'clock for the podcast. As always, as I am always like this, never ever ready, we'll finish with a little bit of this and see you all soon.